ankle massaging. Outside dominant. With extension. I'm going to go anterior tib, focus on the heels. Pull your toes back as much as you possibly can, and then extend along both limbs. Focus here is really feeling like you're engaging the quads. You can do this on a chair, you can do this at home. You don't need a swing. You may not even need a leg extension machine. What you can do is simply focus on extending as much as you can. And what you're looking for is an opportunity to gain extension. So we're looking for essentially 180 degrees, a line from your lower limb to your upper lower limb, or the thigh versus, let's say, the tibia and fibula complex, as well as the foot. Focus on extending as much as you can. You'll probably start to fatigue in your ability to extend. So remind yourself, like, hey, squeeze as hard as you can so you feel it in your quads. You're actually doing a strengthening exercise here. And in fact, when we talk about anterior structures, these are the structures we're talking about. When we talk about the anterior line, in efforts for you to hold this position, you've got to pull your toes up to the lower portion of your legs, as well as the upper portion. If you're pulling your toes up, and what that's doing, it's pulling that ankle and pulling the foot up to tibia. These are the attachments. Comes down, comes up the sling, pulls on the toes. You've got some activity going on here. If you extend at the leg, and you extend really hard, focusing on generating strength. And this is what we call also isometric. So this is a static position. We're not seeing any movement along the joints. And this is where we would move. This is your knee joint, ankle joint. Complex, number of joints there. I also say there's a tibial complex too, because I mean, honestly, there's some things taking place upwards as well. We're not going to get there. Not right now. But we're focusing on working the anterior structures. Now this is the fun part. If you are on a swing, and if you're on a rolling chair, my wife has a little office chair that she uses on the carpet. This is what you can do from this extension position. You dig your heels into the ground, pulling. You're going to pull yourself into knee flexion. You're going to try to hold if you're on a swing. Try to get tall at the spine. Yeah, who would have thought, right? Like what you do at the upper extremity, the neck, the head matters even for the lower extremity. You start putting that center of mass in a better position, the it might become a little bit easier for the lower extremity to do its work, or you might become a little bit lazy, hang over, distribute your weight, grab your toe, get a stretch if you can. Here's one exercise. If you're suffering or have any sort of hamstring related issues, you can slowly allow yourself to swing back, lift one leg up, and release gently. Okay, we're going to find our center, mark it. It's not that's so obvious. I want everybody to take advantage and then swing.